business in Japanese. He married his wife, Rosanna, in 2004 and loves spending time with their two children, Alina, who is 4, and Lincoln, who is 6 months. Obviously hands full with being a student and doing that. They're active in their church where David enjoys doing volunteer work with youth. With his MIM degree, David hopes to work for a multinational corporation. Please welcome David Kaiser.
It's an honor to be here tonight representing my cohort and to speak to you on this special occasion. Usually when we give presentations and we're in front of a crowd, we have PowerPoint slides to refer to and no such security blanket tonight. But first I want to thank everyone for being here. It's a special night for us and we appreciate all the family and friends that sacrifice their time and travel a great distance to be here, so thank you for that. In preparing my thoughts, I decided to pay homage to one of my favorite professors, and I think one of our cohort's favorite professors, Brian McCarthy. He's here tonight, and give my 3 takeaways from the MIM program. Those are courage, compassion, and connection. These are attributes that we had before we came. These are attributes that we cultivated while we were here in the program. And I think they're particularly attributes that will help us as we move forward. So, in doing so, I kind of want to share a few stories. The students will recognize these stories. I hope you enjoy them as well. The first is about courage. And the person I'd like to single out is Jackie. Where are you, Jackie? Okay. Jackie has never been shy about being exactly who he is. He's kind of a bold individual, and I think we all appreciate Jackie for that. And him, by being that way, kind of empowers the rest of us to also be ourselves. But the one story I want to share about Jackie was shortly after our negotiations class ended, Jackie posted on Facebook that there was a party at a professor's house. And this stands out for 2 reasons. The first, he didn't have permission to do that. And the second, there wasn't a party at this professor's house. So, but like I said, Jackie's very bold. He's not shy to be himself, and a great example of being courageous. The second is compassion, and we've all demonstrated compassion to one another, reached out to friends. A lot of our cohorts, as you know, are from our international students, so celebrating birthdays and things like that. We try to make those things special. I know that we work in teams a lot, and when a teammate lets you down, it's hard to give them a second chance when you feel like maybe they don't deserve it. But we work together, and the person that I want to share a few stories about isn't here tonight, and her name's Allie Mondragon. And Allie really exemplifies friendship to me. And I don't think I'm the only one that knows that. Allie does a lot of humanitarian nursing. She's a great listener. She smiles. She gives hugs. She is really the perfect teammate, and somebody that I think we've all at one time or another benefited from her personality. And I wish she was here to thank, but I'm sure we'll be in touch with her. And the last connection, again, this is something that we've all worked at, and one that I think is very important, and we've all made a lot of connections. To me, connection is that bonding moment that takes place when we share something really private or really personal. And I'm a conservative person and kind of guarded, but I have tried to connect with as many of my students as possible, or classmates as possible. The example I want to share is one that I think we all remember and was from an intercultural communications class with Anne-Marie. She's here tonight. And that example is Rana. Rana shared a video that was a 2020 documentary on discrimination. And discrimination toward Muslims for how they dress. And this really resonated with me. And right after she sat down, I thanked her for it. And the reason why isn't because I've ever felt like I discriminate, but because she shared something that was really sensitive and deeply personal. And I respected her for that. I admired her for that. And when she did that, it made me feel, it kind of empowered me to also be more apt and more willing to be who I am and share and connect. And so, Rana, thank you for that. To conclude, I think really what brings these three takeaways together is a business term that we're all familiar with, return on investment. And it's something that I think we look at just in terms of assessing financial investments, their value and their efficiency. But I think it's an important way for us to also look at how we interact with one another. We came into this program, we chose this program, the International Management Program, for a particular reason. A lot of us could have done different programs or traditional MBA programs, but we chose this program, and I think the reason why is because of the connections and the appeal of bonding with one another. And it's not going to be easy. International management, I think, is going to require these three things. I think it's going to require courage, it's going to require compassion, and it's going to require connection. And I hope that we'll take those things that we've cultivated here and leverage them and be successful not only in our professional lives, but in our personal lives as well. And I want to thank my cohort. There's only, I think, 5 part-time students here tonight, and we're a unique bunch. We stick together, but I was glad to represent them and speak on their behalf, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Great job. The second speaker we have tonight is